Oh, Lord. It's my stream. I don't know why he be using this Discord. I tell him like, yo, this thing ain't no good, yo.
They play so stupid on here. It's hard to get a glass cleaner up.
I stream up.
And then when you play on Hall of Fame, the other team don't miss. So it's hard to get rebounds.
Best could you just keep trying to body your way in the paint?
Right at the
Can't body
convergence
my
of
way
the Three
because like the
Rivers
game
on
not built
Art
like
Rooney
that.
Drive. We welcome you to
Oh,
Heinz
man, keep
Field
missing.
in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
And then on here, like they draw you into so many animations. Like I don't even be trying to box nobody out and they make me box somebody out.
Oh yeah, look at your look at the settings. It's like something called AI assistant box out or something.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Thing about, oh goodness, I'm just playing this to waste 40 minutes of my life.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
And then they let Kemba Walker grab rebounds over me.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
What is that, Joe?
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And trying to defend a deep pass.
First opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle.
Touchdown! Come on!
Here for a good little gain.
That's
A nice run there as
touchdown!
he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about
That
it,
is
because to make that type of a
touchdown!
drive
Oh
and ultimately
my
kick a field goal
God.
would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. And I don't think he got in. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance.
Let's go!
Oh,
Safety! Let's go!
Safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. Safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get to the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he stays up, fighting him off. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roll free and brings up 4th down.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Gone!
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
This is phony, yo.
And he will
This
finally
is
be
phony.
taken down, but not
Okay.
before he reaches the
He's being
38.
baited into this now.
A big-time third down
please
play
keep
for the
taking it.
Ravens.
Please keep taking it.
41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Let's go.
Looking for Snead, and
That's
it's
pick.
intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
How you run past him? The closest person to me. You're in between us.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Get out of here.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
1,
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
Juju, I hurt. Oh, come on. He got hurt for the...
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
No, that's a hard first down. See, you didn't get hit for that. They better bring him back in if I don't get that first.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Detroit! On second down now.
Oh, Bud.
Turner.
Let's
And
go,
he'll
Bud.
be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now out come the Steelers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. But Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark and in a big way.
A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
They got to stop playing with
Give him a yard on the play, and he's
they
definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They made him run so slow.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's taken down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
Go, Juju.
And down
Go,
inside
Juju.
the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, let's go! Hey, Mike, what's up? Hey, alert 48. Hey,
On second down, it's Bell.
Get in there!
Get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
And that's not a
3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. The give is to Bell. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger will throw. His pass caught at the 4. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has a
used that one
halftime
time.
report. Coach.
Dang.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Look on his side.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one in here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best player.
Oh my God! What the heck? Our game just lagged out. Something about a desync. I don't know what it means. I'm 2-1 now. Do not feel like playing another daggone half of this. This man gonna get bailed out like that, huh? Tate, you ever got a desync error?
No, I ain't never see that.
I heard of it before, but I ain't never get it. Did not plan on playing a whole nother game of this. Man, just come on. A whole game. I could tell he ain't been in none of the leagues we've been in. He run the same defense every play. I ain't tripping, no. I know what's coming. Nah, I just Same thing.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the
Except for
NFL
third down,
brings us to the
third down,
steel
I'll never
capital
play.
of the world,
Third,
Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
You better take it. You better cook it.
Now, the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, goodness. Yo.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
If you don't got heat in your car, I'm good service. Stay the F in the house. Pack boys not even in the Chinese sky out. The squeezy niggas not even out on Hartford Road.
Yo, it is cold out that joint, son. It's a brick for real.
Yeah, I ain't even know 10 degrees when I got inside.
It's actually 0.
I know the speed is the hallmark
Oh my
of today's
God,
NFL
like
game,
10.
but the key to good rushing defense.
I know it fits like
once
0.
Yeah, so that means that's what it really is. I don't care about what they say. Like, man, if the wind blow and it feel like 0, then it's 0.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, like that wind blowing too. Like.
Yeah, the wind, that's the real issue.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It was -8 that day. I asked you, like, people are still open. It was -8 that day.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught.
Yo, they gotta stop playing! Oh my God!
Right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25
it is not
yards.
possible that he's making these passes like this, yo. Oh my goodness, yo. Oh my
All right, now,
goodness,
lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down.
It's -6 right now.
He's taking everything, but he's
to about the 41.
out.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on third down, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I put 10 minutes on the board on this one.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
Why is I can never get to the daggone first down? This is crazy.
And that's the first mark on the stat sheet for the 4-time first
Somehow
team All-Pro.
Always
How about this?
shoot.
Over 1,000 yards 6 times in his career.
Amazing.
And just 2 yards away in 2013 of being over 1,500 yards in 4 of his last 5 seasons.
Amazing.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. A give to Bell.
Look at this, yo!
No gain there on the play.
God.
That's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Oh, this game kills me, yo.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun! No. Check. Patriots! Gun!
Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Gun!
Now Jackson on first down. Open space inside
crazy,
the 10.
yo.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
On first and goal, Collins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing is Jackson. He can
Oh, my
score.
God.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was his
Lamar
plan the whole
Jackson,
time.
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll get this one to Switzer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Jackson, throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's
13 and a Raven first down. And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football.
This game is cheating me now. This game is cheating me now, yo.
16 yards there and a first down again.
Clearly
so in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
And this man,
Alex Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Switzer now to return. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
I don't know.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll run on first down. Turner. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jackson on second down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup.
Sue called me today.
Yards. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his
Yeah, I put my name on the
rookie year.
overtime list, but I ain't going in and I ain't going to the AFC Cup for all that.
On first down, Turner. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
For the worst Madden with Madden, I think it was 16. The one with OBJ on it. That man.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after
all they
this.
All about was a receiver making a deep catch.
Gone.
On second down, Jackson being chased back. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Look at the spin. Balance. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. This is caught.
Are you serious?
Down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
He failed, yo. Oh my goodness, yo.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Yeah. Oh, God.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
With every reason why I believe it was just coming right back. And then I was winning before the daggone thing disconnected.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
It was like everything that was going on wasn't supposed to happen.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to return it. Here's Turner. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how it's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last. On here.
About them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And some space here. A big run there by Collins. Give him 55 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Check. Crunch. All right, here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you.
Just end of the half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 2nd down, Turner. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Turner. Again, he finds an opening. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens add on. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And an alley to run. Finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. On the counter, here's Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams able to drop it for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Ravens. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again.
There goes Alex Collins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Bell. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Dang. Far from real, boy.
Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
African.
Now Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
What?
That's going to go as a loss
game I
of
was
a
done
yard,
about
and
that
it'll be
one.
second down.
Alright.
You on your lock?
Yeah.
Again, it's Bell.
I'm playing my career right now. Just trying to get locks any finisher up.
Oh,
So, Charles, are able to complete what
Somebody
so
you
often
can't
seems
catch
to be
him with me.
elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're